facing me back with another video. We're back with Jasmine Crockett. Going in on the Republicans, man. I don't know what to expect but her to just be well spoken. You know what I'm saying? Get what's off her chest and say what she want to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's always right. I'm just saying that she make good points. I mean, you can argue her points, but she make good points. And they be trying to cut her off and shit, and she be like, F that. You ain't finna cut me off. I'm finna go ham. So, Jasmine Crockett, let's see what you talking about. There's a lot going on. It's gonna be a lot going on for the next 4 years. So, there's a lot of plane crashes. Like, for those that live in Philly, that live on that street, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all heard of that plane that crashed in a Philadelphia neighborhood. It's insane, man. But that's for another time. Let's go, Jasmine. Let's go. Legit.
I had a chance to drive a tractor trailer in my district too. So I want y'all to know, as urban as my district is, I've been able to climb up on one as well. That means that I've got farmers in my district as well. And when it comes down to it, I know that the average American who hasn't necessarily worked on a farm probably doesn't realize that you just will a crop and in a day it sprouts up. But instead, they have to make plans, and to decide that you're going to pull this money out of the ecosystem, it's not just about the people that will go hungry, but it's also about our farmers and our ranchers and our producers and them being able to adequately prepare for making sure that they can take care of the American people.
Republican leadership loves to talk about how they love farmers. They love American farmers. They are for the average American farm worker. And yet, the only voice I hear in relation to helping farmers and the government is Jasmine Crockett. This country is largely founded on farmers and farms. Agriculture is a huge part of this country, and it is slowly dying because all of the smaller farms are slowly dying. They can't keep up. They can't keep up financially. They can't keep up with the demand. And there is no assistance from the government. And what little assistance they have is being stripped away from them by the same people who claim to love them so much.
Now, I said that I was going to have a little conversation about math. And when we start talking about math, the reason that I say that this isn't bipartisan or partisan is that we all know that there are certain people on the Republican side, and I'm not saying in this committee, that have never, ever voted for a farm bill. They never have. And at least one of them serves on the Rules Committee. Now, if we look at just this term, and I'm a freshman, if we think about the math, every single bill that we've had to put up on suspension, we know that that takes 2/3. If we can't even get the Democrats on this committee to support this bill out of committee, this bill doesn't even make it to the point that you can say, listen, we passed a bill out of the House, Senate, now come to the table. If you really want to increase your leverage and make sure that we do right by everyone that is impacted by the farm bill, which is everyone in this country, that means that we decide that we actually are going to negotiate and actually say, hey, Democrats, we know that these are the things that you just won't give in on. And we've got our things that we won't in on. But we will work together and make sure that if this bill has to pass on suspension, that we will do it. You will get 2/3. And honestly, every single thing that we've been successful for thus far in this session, the 2/3 has been supported by the Democrats.
Jasmine Crockett has always been incredibly outspoken about how the climate crisis is negatively impacting farmers. Just this past summer in Idaho, there were record droughts negatively impacting lots of different farmers.
I am personally going to look at a $3 million loss if this curtailment continues, and this will end my 135-year family farm legacy of growing potatoes in Idaho. And I'm one of the smaller farms, but let me tell you the impact. As a potato grower, I grow 23 million large orders of McDonald's French fries. And of the grain side of my operation,
I'm not gonna lie, that is insane. He's basically saying he's the back end for all these, you know what I'm saying, fries, potatoes. He grown potatoes. and basically probably selling into these organizations that we eat every single day. That's insane. The fact that Jasmine Crockett is going on her way to even think about helping farmers, and she's probably not a farmer herself, it's crazy. They never passed a bill for farmers. I didn't know anything about what's going on with farmers nowadays, so all this is new to me. I'm pretty sure it's new to you too. This is crazy. Let's go.
Grow 16 million loaves of bread.
Now, that particular drought issue did end up being resolved in the end, but putting that much farmland, putting that much food at risk seems incredibly crazy to me, especially when in Idaho, you have these luxury lakefront properties being built while they're telling farmers to curtail their water usage. So you can see right here, we have a real estate agent making his sale about these luxury lakefront properties going up in Idaho. And if you go on Zillow, you can find these properties still being made today. And they're all advertised as lakefront properties. And I cannot emphasize this enough. They had to make all of the lakes. Where do you think all that water came from?
Ago, as farmers, we were told we had to shut off so many pumps because there wasn't enough water in the aquifer. As farmers and ranchers, we have been trying to be overly conservative with our water and really try and keep the water in the aquifer, but still put up successful crops. We have to have successful farms. My question is, why are we prioritizing stupid waterfront properties for selling for millions of dollars and then telling farmers they can't water their crops? Why are we shutting off farmers' pumps and allowing these kind of properties to be produced? Who approved it? We should be way more concerned about farmers having a successful crop than we are about millionaires having water out their front door.
Big business, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. Big business will always prioritize profit over people. If it's between Americans having food to eat and someone or a family not losing their business, their farm, versus making money off of $1 million lakefront property sales in Idaho, they're going to choose the latter. If there's one thing you can count on in this country, it is that the rich will always choose more profits over any person in this country.
Damn sure.
Even if they already have more money than they could ever spend in their lifetime, no matter how many islands or private jets they buy, they will still choose more profit. They would sell you for $1. One more dollar in profit, your whole life. That's what your life is worth to them. A single dollar they would choose over you.
Yo, it's like I know we all need money. But it's like the extent like the extent people go for money is insane, bro. Like it's wild. Like they'll do anything for money. And her saying that is true, man. The government will give us up for $1 just to have the dollar. Like y'all are trillionaires, billionaires, and all that, millionaires, but we all still struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to see us. I don't know if making everybody rich will help, but like, bro, you got people poor, you got people that got children that can't get this and can't get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Should make minimum wage go back up. I mean, go up in general. Do something. I'm not saying hand out money, but you know what I'm saying? Get rid of student loans and shit like that. Like, make it easier for everybody. I mean, I don't know if it's hard to. I'm saying it's easy to say, and it's not that easy to do, but shit, put in an idea or something. The idea of getting rid of student loans has been an idea for so many fucking years, bro. Since I was in high school, it's like 10 years ago. So like, but yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, man. I got way more videos to do. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to the channel. We're gonna continue this politician stuff and news. We're just gonna keep going. It's been some slow months at the end of the year, but that's expected. I just got to be more consistent and just keep growing. Let's keep growing as a family, y'all. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby.